My family has a rite of passage where we drive down a specific highway. I just found my grandfather's journal, and now I know it's not a tradition, it's a curse. In my family, there's a tradition passed down through the men, what my father called a rite of passage. When a boy comes of age, he's handed the keys to my grandfather's old car and told to take a solo trip across the country. No GPS, no company. Just the open road, a paper map, and time to connect with our legacy. My grandfather died long before I was born. So, for me, this was supposed to be about getting to know the man I'd only heard about in stories. Maybe even discovering something about myself along the way. Now, I think it was never about discovery. It was a test. And I don't know whether I passed, or survived it. The car is a beast from another era, a 1968 Ford Falcon, pale green with heavy chrome trim. It smells like mildew, old leather, stale tobacco, and something else I can't describe. A faint metallic tang, like rust, or blood. No navigation system, no Bluetooth, just a hulking steering wheel and a crackling AM/FM radio embedded in the dash like a fossil. The first few days were peaceful. I camped under the stars, drank cheap coffee, and let the road carry me. That's when I noticed something strange on the map, a narrow red-marked highway cutting straight through a dense patch of forest. It looked old. Forgotten. The turnoff was easy to miss, just a faded green sign and a break in the trees. The canopy swallowed the road, casting everything into a dim, green-tinted gloom. No cars. No signs of life. And then the radio started acting strange. First, it was just static. Then, a sudden broadcast, a crisp, old-fashioned news report about the Cuban Missile Crisis. I twisted the dial, but the station faded. A few miles later, a cheerful soda jingle from a brand that hadn't existed since the 70s. Weird? Sure. But I'd heard of atmospheric skip. Radio signals bouncing off the ionosphere in strange ways. It made for a cool story, I figured. But the voices kept coming, and they weren't just broadcasts anymore. Follow for part 2.